Today our topic is the dichotomy of control, the key to peace. Life is full of challenges, and sometimes it feels like everything is out of our hands. We face problems at work, in relationships, with our health, and even with the world around us. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, stressed, or even hopeless when things don't go the way we want. But what if I told you that there's a way to find peace, no matter what's happening around you? This is where the idea of the dichotomy of control comes in. It's a simple but powerful concept that can change how you see your life and how you handle its difficulties. The dichotomy of control is a central idea in Stoic philosophy. It teaches us that some things are within our control and some things are not. The key to peace is understanding this difference and focusing only on what you can control. Let's break this down. What can you control? You can control your thoughts, your actions, your choices, and your reactions. You can decide how you want to respond to a situation, even if the situation itself is out of your hands. For example, if someone says something rude to you, you can't control their words, but you can control how you react. You can choose to stay calm, to understand their perspective, or to walk away. On the other hand, there are many things you cannot control. You can't control the weather, the past, other people's opinions, or the actions of others. You can't control whether you get a promotion, whether someone likes you, or even whether you get sick. These things are external, and no matter how much you worry or try to change them, they will remain outside your control. The problem is that many of us spend too much time focusing on what we can't control. We worry about things that are out of our hands, and this worry only brings us stress and unhappiness. For example, imagine you're waiting for an important email. You keep checking your phone, refreshing your inbox, and feeling anxious. But the truth is, you can't control when the email will arrive. You can only control how you spend your time while waiting. Instead of worrying, you could use that time to do something productive or enjoyable. This is the essence of the dichotomy of control. It's about shifting your focus from what you can't change to what you can. When you do this, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and find peace in any situation. Let's look at another example. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. You can't control the traffic, but you can control how you react to it. You can choose to be frustrated and angry, or you can use the time to listen to a podcast, think about your day, or simply relax. The traffic is the same, but your experience of it changes based on your reaction. This is the power of the dichotomy of control. Now, you might be thinking, but what if something really bad happens? How can I stay calm then? This is where Stoic philosophy becomes even more helpful. The Stoics believe that challenges are not just obstacles, they are opportunities to grow. When something difficult happens, it's a chance to practice patience, resilience, and strength. For example, if you lose your job, it's natural to feel upset. But instead of focusing on the loss, you can focus on what you can do next. You can update your resume, apply for new jobs, or even consider a new career path. The situation is tough, but you have the power to decide how you move forward. Another important part of the dichotomy of control is accepting what you cannot change. This doesn't mean you give up or stop caring. It means you stop fighting against reality. For example, if you're diagnosed with an illness, you can't change the diagnosis, but you can control how you handle it. You can follow your doctor's advice, take care of your body, and focus on living a meaningful life. Acceptance is not about resignation. It's about finding peace in the present moment. One of the best ways to practice the dichotomy of control is through mindfulness. Mindfulness means paying attention to the present moment without judgment. When you're mindful, you notice your thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. You realize that while you can't control everything, you can control how you respond. For example, if you're feeling angry, instead of lashing out, you can take a deep breath and think about why you're angry. This simple act of awareness can help you respond more calmly and thoughtfully. Another way to practice the dichotomy of control is by setting clear intentions. Every day, remind yourself of what you can control and what you can't. Make a list if it helps. For example, you can control how hard you work, how kind you are to others, and how you take care of yourself. You can't control whether your boss praises you, whether your friends appreciate you, or whether things go as planned. By setting these intentions, you create a mental boundary that helps you stay focused on what matters. It's also important to remember that the dichotomy of control is not about being emotionless or indifferent. It's about managing your emotions in a healthy way. It's okay to feel sad, angry, or frustrated when things don't go your way. But instead of letting these emotions control you, you can acknowledge them and let them pass. This is a skill that takes practice, but over time, it becomes easier. Finally, the dichotomy of control teaches us to value what we have. Often we focus so much on what we lack that we forget to appreciate what's already in our lives. For example, instead of worrying about not having enough money, you can focus on the relationships, experiences, and simple joys that money can't buy. This shift in perspective can bring a deep sense of gratitude and contentment. In conclusion, the dichotomy of control is a powerful tool for finding peace in a chaotic world. By understanding what you can and cannot control, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and focus on what truly matters. You learn to accept reality, manage your emotions, and respond to challenges with strength and resilience. Life will always have its ups and downs, but with the dichotomy of control, you can navigate them with grace and peace. So the next time you face a difficult situation, ask yourself, what can I control? Focus on that and let go of the rest. This is the key to a peaceful and fulfilling life.